What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Steph the Lawn Surgeon, and boy do I have a tipsy talk for y'all. My trailer almost got rejected, the inspection, and I say almost. And I know you're wondering how can it almost get rejected, but I guess you gotta stay tuned to find out, cause you already know. What time, you know. Tipsy talk. Alright, people. Yes, it's kind of funny. Usually I have tipsy talks and I kind of try to make subjects up or whatever, but as you know, my channel is kind of like the documentary of the growth of my lawn care business, and so sometimes things happen where I need to grow business wise, skill wise. And so this is one of those moments, and I'm so glad I have my YouTube channel so I could document it, because I'm about to do something big, people. I mean, it's not big. I know you're like, oh, you buying a truck, you buying a house. It's not that big. It's not that big, but it's big to me. When you think about where I started from. And basically, let me get into it. My trailer, I took my trailer in to get inspected, and they told me it was going to get rejected. And let me explain to you why. Those of you long-time subscribers, y'all know I've told you, like when I bought my trailer, the axles was bent. I'm assuming that's what it is. Somebody must have overloaded it and whatnot, and it bent the axles. And so when it's driving straight, it's fine, but then when I turn, it kind of, two of the tires kind of lean or bow and whatnot. And so I set up an appointment to go to this place, and the reason I go to this place, they're not a trailer place, they're a car place, but they're like the only place around here that actually sets appointments. Most of the places I go, you have to leave your car or your trailer there, and they'll be like, all right, we'll call you when it's ready, you know. So this particular place, last year, I set up an appointment with them, and I went and got my trailer inspected. Bing, bang, boom. I was out there, got it inspected. And I'm like, this is great. Like, I didn't have to leave my trailer or anything like that. You know, most places is like first come, first serve or whatever. So I set an appointment with this place again this year. And so I go there. And mind you, right, I just went there last year. and yes, my trailer might have or might not have changed since the last time I got inspected. The last time I got inspected at this place, I didn't have all the roof and the septic line surgeon stuff, but still, it's the same trailer. And so I want to say I got complacent, and what I mean by that is, like I said, when I ride straight, when I drive straight, the tires are straight. When I park straight, the tires are straight. If I kind of park with the trailer kind of turned or leaning, that's when you start seeing the bow in it. I've been to many gas stations where people have been like, hey man, you know your tires are leaning. I'm like, yes, I know that, you know. But you know, I just go with it. I mean, I'm passing the inspection, and I don't got no problem, so whatever. So like I said, I got complacent this morning because I've been passing inspection, and I parked crooked with my tires bowed. And so I'm telling, like, when you see it, it's like oh, something's wrong with that trailer. But then if I park straight, it's straight, you know. I didn't think about it. I was complacent. I just walked right into the place. They went out. They didn't even pull it around, you know. The last year I went to this place, they got me to pull my truck around. This year they asked for my keys. So I gave them my keys. They went out there to pull it around and inspect it. And they was like, oh man. They came back and, oh man, that thing's not gonna pass inspection. I see 2 tires that's leaning and bowed like that, blah, blah, blah. And so, like I said, I think it's been passed an inspection because it's all about perception, right? When it's parked straight, the tires are straight. So you don't see the tires leaning. But because I parked it turned, they see it the tires leaning. So the dude was automatically. So I mean, I won't surprise. It won't like nothing surprising, right? And so what I want to get into this video is kind of a continuation of the jobber video I made last week for the Tipsy Talk. From the fact that I did an interview with Jobber, I think on Monday or last Monday or something like that, and they asked me what skill or whatever do I wish I could give to people, and I say that I'm a professional procrastinator. And what I mean by that, I don't wish I could give people the skill of being a procrastinator. I wish, what I mean is that by me being a procrastinator, it has gotten me to not feel the pressure. When I get a lot of stuff thrown on my plate, when a lot of things happen to me at one time, and it's that pressure, I gotta get it done, I gotta get my bills paid, how I'm gonna do this, I don't have enough money. I don't get flustered, bro, like, cause I procrastinate so much that, like I said, I'm a professional procrastinator. So if everything's going smooth and you throw a whole bunch of stuff on me, I sit back, I take a deep breath, and I'm like, okay, let's figure this out, you know. So with all that said, dude comes in, he's like, oh yeah, we can't pass this trailer, this tire's bent, this tire's leaning, and one of the tires is low, the tread on is low. I knew that tire was low. I thought they was gonna say it, I tell them replace it, whatever. I wasn't expecting them to tell me the axle was bent, even though I already knew the axle was bent. You get what I'm saying? Is the light better this way? Maybe I might turn around this way. Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah, it's getting kind of dark outside. Anywho. Yeah. So I asked him, I said, so what's wrong with it? Because the way I work, people, you have to, if you know your car might fail inspection, just take it in to get inspected. Well, I'll only speak for Virginia. In Virginia, if you take it in to get inspected and it fails in inspection and they put a rejection sticker on it, they give you your car back and you can go fix it. If you want to fix it yourself, or you know somebody who works on cars, you can go fix it yourself. But what happens is when you take it in and they reject it, they have to tell you what's wrong with it, right? And so it's like a free evaluation, you know what I mean? Hey, you got this wrong, very wrong. Cool. Let me go to O'Reilly's and get all the parts, and I go do it myself. You get what I'm saying? And so that's why I was specking with the trailer. I take the trailer in. They tell me, I knew they might tell me my tire is low, and then if there's any other things, you know, they'll tell me what's wrong. And like I said, I'm a negative thinker. In the fact that my mom told me I shouldn't think this way, but growing up, I used to always think the negative and hope for the positive. No, not hope for the positive. Expect the negative and then be surprised by the positive or whatever. And what that means is, like, I went into that situation expecting them to tell me, you know, oh, you got $1,500 worth of work that needs to be done and blah blah blah. And then if they come back and tell me I only got $300, hey, that's great. I was planning for $1,500. Anywho, I asked him, I said, what's wrong with the axle? I don't know. He said, we're not a trailer place. You have to take it to a trailer place. So I'm like, so he said, do you want us to, you know, inspect it? I said, well, you're going to reject it, right? And he said, yeah. I said, well, if you reject it, aren't you going to tell me what's wrong with it? No, I can't tell you what's wrong with it. I'm thinking, like, how you going to reject it and you don't know what's wrong with it? But anywho, I said, oh, never mind. Yeah, there's no point in you rejecting it if you can't tell me what's wrong with it. You get what I'm saying? So I got it back, you know. And so now here, and so on the way home, I called this other trailer place to see, like I said, I knew I would have to drop it off. And I said, hey, you know, if I came and dropped my trailer off, how long would it take to get inspected? Oh, we probably could get to it by the end of the week. Mind you, this is Monday. I got work to do. This is Monday, I literally have to start working Tuesday. This Monday, it just rained all day because of this hurricane. Tuesday, definitely had to get the work done. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I got to cut. I don't got no time to be leaving it, right? So, that's my option. My option is to go drop it off at this place, see what happened, push all my jobs back until they can tell me if it passes. And if it passes, great. If it doesn't, then I'm going to waste a whole bunch of days. They tell me that it failed, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to get it fixed. Or I could just nip it in the butt, which is I could change out my axles. My friend Romeo told me when I first got the trailer, he saw it was kind of bad. He was like, man, you should just go ahead and change out the axles. And I mean, he was telling me like it was changing the tire, you know. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, what? Because then, like, I'm not no mechanic. You get what I'm saying? I'm not no mechanic. When I first bought my house, I didn't know how to even change a light switch. I didn't know how to change oil in a push mower. I didn't know nothing. I've accumulated this knowledge over years to the point where, you know, I wouldn't consider myself a mechanic, but I know a lot of stuff now. You get what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, I said, let me go ahead and look up how much these axles cost. You know what I mean? I'm expecting it to be like 1,000 plus. Because I'm like, that's the most important part of a trailer. It got to be 1,000 plus. So I Googled it. Boom. First site. 200, $199? What? For the 3,500 pound axle? What? And then the one I need, because mine needs to be 3,500 pounds but wider, is $250. And I'm like, bro. And then I said, well, I need one with brakes on it. Look up that one, 3 something. So the total ends up coming in like $625. And I'm like, this is crazy. All these years I've been procrastinating, being the professional procrastinator I am, not looking up how to change the axle and not looking up the price. And it's not even that bad. $600 is not that bad. And you know, I kind of had the gist of the process, but then I started looking up videos on how to change an axle. And it's not even that bad. Like, each side has 4 bolts. It's like these 2 U-bolt things, and that's it. You disconnect it from the leaf spring, and boom. And so I'm telling y'all this whole long story to say is that like I just said, like, I started off my business not even knowing how to change oil on a lawnmower. Well, by the time I started my business, I knew how to change oil on a push mower. But when I bought my house, I did. But I didn't know how to do anything else. You get what I'm saying? And so it's just crazy to me, bro. I'm about to change the axles on the trailer. Oh gosh. And, you know, of course I'm gonna make a video for it and whatnot, but like, this amazes me, bro. And I mean, me changing the axles on this trailer, it helps me in more than one way. One, I bought the trailer like 2015. I have never changed the brakes on the trailer. Never. And the reason being, because I know how to change disc brakes, but I don't know how to change drum brakes. So I know the brakes in there are probably shot, but it's been passing inspection. If they not taking it apart to figure out if they're bad, then that's not my fault. But also, I know 2 of my bearings is shot. So why is this thing not focusing, bro? I know 2 of my bearings is shot. So I was about to figure out how to change that. I've already looked up videos on how to change that. So that's another problem. So hopefully, I'm hoping when I get these new axles that comes with new brakes in the brake axle, and then it also comes with bearings. I mean, if y'all have ever changed the axle, let me know if it does. Why is this thing not focusing, man? I'm focused, man. Tell this camera to holler at me, man. Bro! I guess that means it's time to end this Tipsy talk, bro. But yeah. You know, and then also it'll benefit me by changing the axles is that, like I told y'all, because it's bent or whatever, I wear out tires to the inside faster. So let me stand up. Maybe I need to get closer to the light. There we go. I wear out tires faster and whatnot. So yeah. I'm changing axles on my trailer, people. So look out for that video. GIE is canceled. We got hurricane that just went through. That's what's going on with me. My daughter has to be like all internet school this year coming up. It's weird. I know y'all got kids, y'all dealing with this, but it's kind of weird. But gotta deal with it. But anywho, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, stay tuned. Yes, sir.